Instagram today and on Zoom. So good morning everyone and welcome to our Feel Good workout. This is a live workout that I stream on Zoom and on YouTube at Feel Good with Lavina. Please subscribe to my channel so you get notified of new lives, and every time I upload any new content. We have the last 4+ years saved on my YouTube channel. These are feel good workouts that are applicable to all ages, all levels. I have a wonderful Zoom community as well, which I am streaming live on Zoom with. If you'd like to join that Zoom community who I talk to at the end of the session, you can join my free newsletter. Just subscribe on my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com. And I send out the Zoom link and session reminders as well, and lots of links to different playlists, because you have on my YouTube channel diabetes friendly exercises. We have Alzheimer's friendly exercises, ones that are great for helping us reduce our risks of things like dementia. We have exercise snacks, of course, and this is actually the first workout I am doing since the publication of my new book, The Feel Good Fix, which is published by Penguin and was out on Thursday, and it actually hit #1 bestseller on fitness and exercise on Amazon. It's still a bestseller on Amazon. I would love you all ages, everyone, to have this book, because it has over 80 free tools that you can use to help improve your health. It is literally based like a lot of the exercises that we do in this session as well. There's even seated exercises, and it has a lot of science around the health benefits of exercise and helping us reduce our risks of so many chronic illnesses and improve our mental health. So I've kept my little book here, which you could also use as a little safe weight if you need to for some of our exercises. And we will start. We go through my Feel Good fitness prescription, which is the start, is just breath work. So we're going to sit down, what I call a breath snack, and there's several in the book for you to use. Every week we start with a different breath snack, and I want you to just take a mindful minute. We are all running around like myself. I've got GCSEs going on at the moment. My youngest son had the book launch. So let's just give ourselves, our mind and our body, a little reset. So we're just going to take a seat. You can close your eyes. You can maybe put one hand on your heart, one hand on your chest, and I want you to tune into your breath. So we're normally in this fight or flight mode with our sympathetic nervous system, and I want you to try and use our breath just in a minute or two to kick in the parasympathetic nervous system, which will help the body and the mind rest, digest, get us ready for this lovely low impact workout today. So breathing in through your nose, ideally nasal breathing. In my book, I've written a lot about the science and the benefits of breathing in through your nose. And today we're going to just visualize a box shape. So we're going to use the box breath, which is breathing in for 4. I'll count you. You're going to try and hold your breath for up to 4. Then you're going to exhale for up to 4. And then hold your breath for up to 4. So you just do what you can, and we're going to just start by breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Keep your eyes closed. Just check in with yourself. Do you feel slightly different, a little bit calmer, just in 4 rounds of that amazing box breath? Keep your eyes closed. Now maybe place your hands in front of you, maybe rub the palms together just to generate some heat, and then place your hands over your closed eyes. Take a breath in, and then on your exhale, just open your eyes, bring a lovely smile to your beautiful face. Inhale and exhale. Let the hands go away. How are you feeling? Are you feeling a little bit better? Zoom community, YouTube, Instagram today is a little surprise. I want you to give me some feedback. YouTube, please leave a comment. Let's keep this interactive. We now move into the mobility section of my Feel Good Fitness prescription. Lots of benefits and science outlined in the book, as well as other exercises with videos, just QR codes straight to videos. We're going to start mobilizing the body, but you could use these exercises. I'm going to start with head circles. You can do these seated or standing. My amazing mother-in-law will be joining me shortly. If you're stuck behind your desk, and you know I love going into companies and workplaces to help encourage people to keep moving, maybe change direction. If you find a loved one stuck at their desk, if they're studying like my youngest son, or if you're working from home on meetings, you could use some of these little exercises as snacks throughout the day just to keep everything moving. We're going to do the same with our shoulders now. Hands on your shoulders. We're going to draw big circles with our elbows, really opening out. And we see a lot of kyphosis of the spine. I hear a lot about back pain and neck pain. So these are simple, free movements that are going to just generate that synovial fluid around the joints, which helps lubricate the joints. And then let's change direction. So if you are feeling stiffness, if you've been sitting too long, if you're at your sofa, at your desk right now, think about little tools, these exercise snacks that are scientifically proven to be of benefit just to mobilize the body throughout the day. We're going to do the same with our arms, seated or standing. So circling the arms back, just see how it feels. We're waking up the body. Keep smiling, keep breathing through, use your breath, because we know the power of our breath. So make sure you're breathing in and out through the exercises. Can we change direction? And I do a lot of coordinated exercises, especially as an ambassador for Alzheimer's Society, where my workouts have been approved and signposted, because when we're challenging our brain with different coordination as well, we're going to do a fun one. If you're able to, you're going to stand up and we're going to circle out the hips, really give those hips some love. If you're not able to stand, you can move your torso forwards and back. This is really nice as well, just to really move the body, tune in with your breath. Keep going on Zoom and YouTube, Instagram. I hope you're joining us as well. I'm just going to plug in one extra light here. There we go. So circling out, can you change direction as well? Doesn't this one feel good? Puts a nice little smile on our faces for our Feel Good workout, which is going to be saved on YouTube for you to use at any point. And relax. And we're going to add in our balanced snacks. So if you're able to stand, I want you to have support, either a wall or a fixed object. And we're going to just start circling out our hip. You could keep the circle small. If you're able to balance, please have support still. You could hold on to your core, really engage your core muscles and try and balance, but make sure you've got that support there to hold on to. If you're not able to stand, you can do hip circles here, really focusing on our hip joints, that huge ball and socket joint there, which gets very tight. Shall we change direction? It gets tight from sitting too long. It also gets tight when we're carrying any tension, stress, anxiety, which we know is so common in modern day lifestyles, and the hips tend to carry all your stress. So just think about loosening them off. Did you feel that? If you're standing, the balance is really important, as explained in my book. Balance is to help us reduce our risks of falls as we age, but it's also really important for anyone younger. It can correct muscular imbalances. And I've just changed sides, by the way, while I'm talking. And it can also be really brilliant in terms of midlife, because we do start losing our balance in midlife, actually. So we want to try and include balance work into our daily lifestyles. Lots of examples in the Feel Good Fix as well. So we've done a little bit of balance there. We're going to just set our shoulders for the rest of the workout with my desk reset snack. So that's bringing the shoulders up towards your ears, bringing them back an inch or two, and then down your spine. A lot of you know this one because I try and do this everywhere. I want you to do this through the day. Sprinkle it in through your day. I'll just talk you through that again. Good morning, Mummy. Pranam. We are on YouTube and on Instagram today and on Zoom. So we're just trying to share out this workout and remind everyone that we do these every week, but there's hundreds saved on YouTube for you to use anytime, you and your loved ones. So let's do that again. The analogy of a desk, shoulders up, bring them back an inch or two, and then down your spine. And I want you to look at your posture. Keep this if you can through the workout. Engage your stomach muscles so your belly button's in towards your spine. We always talk about pelvic floor. There's a pelvic floor snack in the book that talks you through how important it is to be doing our pelvic floor exercises, ideally twice a day. There's a full workout on YouTube where Mummy's talked it through. Think about engaging these muscles if you're used to exercise through the workout as well, and remember our posture. And we're going to start with a little bit of resistance bands if you have them, but don't worry if you don't. I don't expect anyone to have fancy equipment on my workouts. You could use a pair of old tights. You could use something with a bit of stretch, maybe even a belt or a gown tie. And if you don't have anything, just mimic the movement. Lavina's famous shoulder floss, yes, like we would love to do. Like you brush your teeth twice a day, shoulder floss. So we're going to try and bring the arms up and over, but don't worry if you need to bend them. Don't worry if you need to just stop at a certain range, because every time I show this to someone new, I see the impact of our modern day lifestyles. Because we're sitting, because we're using technology, phones, laptops, it's hard for people, even young people, to keep it symmetrical. So this is a good one to do in front of the mirror after you've brushed your teeth. And it's hard for people to even bring their arms all the way up and over. Mummy has been practicing for how many years now?
4 years.
4 years of shoulder flossing, and so has my mum, Adventure, and both mums. One's on Zoom, one's with me. But they're both doing it really brilliantly, and it's hopefully inspiring because they are 76 and 78, and I know on Zoom, I have someone in there, I think it's their 90s, I believe it. Chan Singh is there, and I know that Vinu Uncle's there, Andrew, lots of my regular Zoom participants have been shoulder flossing. Now we've done quite a few. Can you feel this yet? The muscles might be slightly burning, the lactic acid around the muscles. Give it a little shake out. To progress that, you could hold onto your tights or your band tighter, but there's lots of progressions and a video in my new book, of course. And then we're going to open out our arms. So we're going to do an opening, a cross body. Maybe this is your rest position, because then you're engaging the muscles in a frontal raise. Other side, breathe out, breathe in. Can you feel this? It's a lovely wake up. Really opening out the body, stretching it out, using resistance because we want to increase our muscle mass. And you know I'm very keen on all ages doing strength training. We've had up to the age of 100 join us live on these workouts from a care home. I know they're being used by schools with children with disabilities. So just do what you can. If there's an exercise you can't do, find something you can. Mummy, can you feel this yet? Yes? Yay! And relax. Let's give those arms a little shake out. Well done, everyone. We're going to do one more exercise that's often recommended by physios. I'm all about trying to reverse the impacts of sitting that are detrimental to our health. So we're going to do a bow and arrow. I'm going to show you from the side. Both arms are nice and straight. Have a little bit of slack. If you haven't got band, you could just use some tin cans or a little weight in your hands. And we're going to try and bring back one elbow, which stays at shoulder height, and then bring it forward, almost like a bow and arrow. We're changing directions. When you're holding weights, try and keep your wrist lovely and straight to your forearm. So we're keeping those wrists protected. And then squeeze this part of your back, yeah? Can you feel it? I won't touch Mummy because she thinks I'm going to tickle her. But I'm not. I was just going to touch your muscles, but she's ticklish. So we're going to do a few more bow and arrows, like we're Robin Hood in the woods, squeezing back. But think about the mind to muscle connection. That is so important. And you know that muscle mass is not only going to burn more calories at rest, it's going to help you maintain a healthy weight. It's great for your blood sugars, to improve your insulin sensitivity. It's great for longevity, for keeping us independent and strong. Our bone density and our muscle mass, we start losing after the age of 30. There's so much science around strength training, and it's a great antidepressant as well. So I'm hoping, how is your mood, Mummy? Do you feel a little bit more energized just 5 or 10 minutes into this workout? Good, those endorphins should be releasing. Let's relax there. I hope you feel your back, shoulders, and arms have worked. Now, when I'm talking, and I love explaining the science, you know how passionate I am, you could use this as your active recovery move today, or you could rest. So we're going to add in a bit of boxing. Tin cans, plastic bottles, something safe is the perfect weight for boxing. So we could start with a little bit of boxing. And what I want to do today is, this is a low impact workout. So keep marching. You could keep getting your steps in if you want while I'm talking. You know, we can get steps in from indoors, from anywhere. We're going to talk about high intensity. So we're going to raise our heart rate, our little cardio snack. But we keep everything low impact in these workouts. So in case you've got joint issues, I'm not making you jump. You can do whatever you can based on your ability. You could go fast or slow. Instead of jumping, you can actually change your tempo. So we're going to do 20 seconds or so of boxing. You can do it seated or standing, and you can do it as fast or as slow as you want. Then we're going to have a little 10-second break. We're going to then go into 2 other exercises. So it's like a Tabata style, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. This might be intense for you, so please take it at your own pace. You can play this back on YouTube and try and build up to it. But shall we give it a go, Mummy? Okay, let's go for about 20 seconds of boxing. So I want you to really punch out those arms, get rid of any stress, any tension, any anxiety, your worries. You can move your feet nice and fast. We are going for about 10 more seconds. Should we count down? 9, 8. Do you want to count with me? 7. Everyone count. Woo! 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now breathe. Your heart rate might be high. Take some deep breaths. This is a bit challenging, so if you're not ready, please take longer rests. We're going to move into some high knees and rope pulls. Again, with or without light weights. Let's go for 20 seconds when you're ready. When you lift that knee up, think about your abdominals, your core muscles. I'm going to go a little bit faster and think about the arms pulling a rope down. Well done. Let's count down from 10 again if you can. 9, 8, good. 6, 5, 4, getting out of breath. 2, 1, and breathe. 10 seconds short. Drop your weight. We're going to do star jumps, so probably without any weight in your hands. Low impact star jumps, no jumps. Let's go when you're ready, because we had a short break. We're going to go for 20 seconds, and I want you to give yourselves a big clap so you get that full range of movement. There's no jumping. You could do it seated with one leg or double like mummy. Let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. She's done 22. Check in how you're feeling. High five. I know you're out of breath. Super work. Do not worry if you found that hard. That was quite advanced, and this is just something because of some science that I've read, a new paper this week, really interesting, and it's just all the exercises that we do in this session are actually low impact, and in the cardio snack, we do keep it higher intensity, but it just shows that you can still raise your heart rate. You probably tell me out of 10 where you got to at the end there. Were you a 0 where you were like doing nothing? 10 is, Lavina, I'm totally out of breath. Can you give me a number out of 10, mummy? Where did you get to? 7, so you could maybe move that a little bit higher. On Zoom, let me know where you got to. Instagram, I can see quite a few of you have joined in, I hope, for those. Let me know, sorry, my mum was an 8, Vinu uncle 27, Vinu uncle was a 10, and he's still moving. Wherever you are, that is your baseline. I'm still out of breath from that. And let's now move in to a little bit of strength training. So we always start with upper body. We're going to start with today, which is what is the queen upper body strength exercise? Our press ups. She knows. So find a little space, ideally against the wall. If you can't stand, I'm going to show you a seated option for anyone that's unable to stand. If you can stand, mummy's going to keep a lovely straight body. The wall is a great place to start, then maybe moving to a lower surface like your kitchen counter, doing your press-ups when you're cooking, when something is boiling away or the kettle's boiling. I'm seated, I'm pressing my hands against my thighs, bending at my elbows, inhaling straight body towards, exhaling push away. I will show you against the wall. You can make it more challenging by moving your body further away. And trust me, I can feel these. You could even do a few extra reps, but aim for about 10. Mummy, let us know when you've done your 10. Right. She could, good, well done. She's progressing. So you can add a few more if you've been doing press-ups for a while. Maybe circle out your wrists. Maybe march on the spot. I can see some of you on Zoom are still doing them, and maybe progress to a lower surface. So do these again. It's in my book, sprinkle them in through your day. And what we're going to add in with our press-ups today is some bicep curls. So we're going to do a little superset. So that's the compound move as the press-up, multi-muscle, multi-joint we've engaged. And then this is a more isolated strength move. For this particular muscle, I'll help us day to day. If you're gardening, if you're cooking, carrying your shopping, think about functional movements. I've got my elbows tucked in. Do your desk reset snack. Then keep your back nice and straight. Elbows are squeezed into the side. And then I'm curling my weight up. These are a little bit light for me, so I'm going to go even slower and think about really squeezing and contracting those muscles. Keep going. I'm going to add in a little bit more weight, so make sure you're challenging yourself. Over time, play back the same workout maybe, but change your weight or add a few reps or go a little bit slower. Do something to progress. It's called progressive overload. And that's all outlined in my book in very easy terminology to show you the benefits of strength training. Breathe out as you curl the way in and breathe in as you release. Can you feel this yet, mummy? We're going for a little bit more reps. So if you need to stop a little bit earlier, please stop. Otherwise, let's keep going for 5. Good. 4. Really think about this muscle here. Squeeze them and engaging your brain, keeping our brains fit as well, because we're counting, we're doing different things while we're exercising, just to challenge the brain and try and keep it lovely and protected and fit. Okay, let's breathe there. Again, you get a few seconds of active recovery if you want it, otherwise rest. We're going to do that same superset, that's 2 exercises together with our press-ups and our bicep curls again. So are you ready, mummy? We're going to do a second set. So we're really going for this strong compound move, getting all the muscles in your upper body. Do you want to start with press-ups? Amazing. Anything you can do. 10 to 12. Mummy did 12, which is great progression for her. I can do them here, or you could do them seated like I demonstrated. Inhale and exhale. If you're going for a lower surface, just always make sure your body's nice and straight. Your stomach muscles are drawn in to protect your spine. You're breathing and really pushing away, working those muscles. If you can't do them, this seated option is great. And if you can't do that, or you want a different move, just pick maybe one of the banded exercises that we did at the start. They are also working your upper body muscles. This is your workout, so you decide what feels good for you. Press, squeezing. Super work. While everyone finishes, we're just going to roll out our wrists. So over time, you will get stronger. I remember when I had no upper body strength, when I only started in my early 30s training. The message is it's never too late, which is demonstrated by people like mummy and everyone that joins me on these workouts. Some 70s, 80s, 90-year-olds, even 100 I've had doing some of the exercises. So it's never too late, guys, to start. If you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, even just do a minute. Let's do our bicep curls. Join in, grab something light and safe to hold, like some plastic bottles. Mummy's got bottles there that have got handles as well. You don't have to have dumbbells. And I want you to just sprinkle these into your day. Bicep curls. Can you feel these? Can you go slower if you can't feel them? And if you haven't got heavier weights, mummy, can you feel these yet? Lovely posture. Let's make sure we've got our desk reset. Our stomach muscles are drawn in. Most importantly, can you all smile for me? Yay, beautiful smiles I can see on my Zoom community, Instagram, YouTube. I can feel the energy. Come on, join in for this exercise snack even. For a minute or 2, it all counts. Shall we go for 3? Good, take your time. 2, lovely, good form, and 1. Relax there. So we're going to move into a little bit of lower body now. So I will demonstrate everything without weights to start off with. Although you could use my book, obviously. Buy multiple copies of the book for different weights. So if anyone can't stand, what is our lower body, king of lower body exercises? Squats, brilliant. And you may have seen the articles last week, this week, in the Telegraph, in Marie Claire, in Hello magazine. I talk about all of these, the importance of strength training in all of those. And I often say the king is squats. If you can't stand, or anytime you're in a restaurant or you are just sitting around on the sofa, a leg extension is great. If you're working from home, if you're stuck at your desk, lifting your leg up, can you feel the muscles here in your quadriceps? You could hold. So really think about doing these through your day. That's great because it's still engaging the muscles rather than just letting them sit idle. Level 1 was that. Level 2 is having your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. Your knees always go out in line with your toes. I've got the support of my chair for anyone that needs support standing. You can hold your chair, come up an inch or two and come back down. I'd encourage everyone to just try these if you're able to stand. Keep the weight in your heels. Can you see your toes as you're coming up and down? Do you feel the muscles starting to engage? Good. And that's level 2. You can choose to stay on that level. Level 3, if you're able to come up unaided without the chair, some of you have started maybe prayer position or hands crossed over the chest. I want you to think about squeezing your glutes as you come up. And inhale as you come down. Breathe out. Making sure those knees go out in line with your toes. We're just doing body weight. Let's maybe do a few more. Leg extensions, assisted ones, or all the way up. Well done. Posture is nice and straight. Stomach muscles are drawn in. I'm going to show you from the side while you maybe do 2 more that I'm not bringing my body down. I'm trying to keep the movement straight in my back and squeeze the glutes. So I'm really using all my lower body muscles and squeeze up. Relax there. Do you feel your heart rate has gone up? Mine has. And that's the beauty of strength training, is that we are building lean muscle mass as well as burning fat, but we're actually improving our longevity. Muscle mass is the key, I feel. Mummy, good. She's already doing leg extensions. You could have a little box out or step out, or we're going to superset with the second move today, which we're going to try, Mummy. You're going to step out seated, and you're going to try and touch your foot with the other arm. So then you're going to bring that in, step out, and it's like a little twist. So it's just a little new movement, because you know I write these workouts out every week. Every single one we've done for 4 years is different. If you're standing, watch me first. You're going to step out nice and parallel, so your toes and heels are in line. One leg and keep the other one straight. You don't have to touch your ankle, but you can try. So I'm going to try and demonstrate while Mummy does it seated. So I'm stepping out, I'm lunging slightly into one leg. This is a bit more advanced. I'm twisting round and I'm coming back in. So this is a new move. Stepping out and in. So one leg is bending, the one I'm stepping out into, and it's taking my weight, and then I'm twisting the spine. Can you feel this? Is it good? Do you like it seated, Mummy? Are you okay? Good. 3. So whichever version you're doing, I'm keeping this nice and slow because it is a new exercise that we haven't done in quite a while on these sessions. And 1. Relax there. Give yourselves a little breather. Before we do it again, obviously if you've got the energy, you could add in our active recovery, a little bit of boxing here, with or without weights. So we're going to do the squats again, or your leg extensions. This time you have an option to hold a weight. And that could be a rucksack on your back that you can increase your weight every time. You could add more of, the terrible Coke tins or bottles that we shouldn't be having. Or you could hold a weight in front of you. It could just be a plastic bottle or some tin cans. If you're doing extensions, even this, you could hold the weight. Do your leg extensions. You could even bring your arms forward as you extend, yeah? So that's quite a nice one. You could lift the arm and down. So let's start whatever level you're doing. We're going to do 10, maybe sit and stands or squats with or without weight. If you're beginners, just stick to your own body. Extra weight and down. Good. Exhaling, squeezing up. Brilliant. Check your form. Are your knees going out in line with your toes? Are you able to see your toes as you come up and down? Are you breathing out? Are you engaging your glutes, all the muscles in your lower body? Keep going. Zoom, you are doing amazing. I can see some of you in your 80s and 90s doing these. Oh, someone's asking, how long has your mummy been doing this? She is amazing, mummy. 4 years we've been doing that. To that question, I think on Instagram, over 4 years, they're all saved. I just thought I'd stream on Instagram again today, just to remind you all, but please join in, even if it's for a minute, and you're busy, every minute counts, exercise, snacking. How many have we done, mummy? 10. Yay, we'll do one for luck if you can, and relax, super work. Carefully put your weight down, and we're going to do that new move. If you don't like it, just do something different. Maybe even some high knees might be. Otherwise, this standing one is quite advanced. It's like a side lunge. So one leg is straight, one leg is bent, and then I'm adding in that twist, aiming to touch somewhere on my leg. I'll just come forward. So mummy, you're doing the same move seated. Good. See what you can do. It's a new one. It's quite nice with a nice spinal twist as well. But it does raise the heart rate, so keep breathing. Can you feel it? Yay, this is quite a good one to add into a little bit of a cardio snack here. 3 and 2. Woo! And last one. Amazing. Zoom community or YouTube, Instagram. Thumbs up if you like that new move. Yes or no? Give me a, yeah, we got some good thumbs up. Everyone's, you can be honest. Obviously, you just decide if you like it or not. I will not take offense. Again, let's punch it out before we go into our last superset of strength. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some shoulder pressing, which I saw some of you added in to your squats, like my mum on Zoom. She was adding in the shoulder press, which is lifting the arms up. This is a functional movement. Why do we do these exercises? Because I want you to be able to lift and put things up on a shelf yourself. I want to be able to do that as I age. Maybe carrying things, lifting, pushing, pulling. These are all the muscles that we need to keep active and engaged in our lives. So I've done them without any weight, and I want you to make sure it's nice and symmetrical. We're going to do that exercise, as well as, mummy, which final exercise would you like to do? Can you think of something? Anything that you prefer? Huh? We've done quite a few, haven't we? So I was thinking, yes, I was thinking, so we did, I've actually put hip circles on my plan. We will go back to what we did at the start, the balancing or the hip circles seated. But we're going to do a nice little finisher of that, and then we're going into our stretch snack. So let's go for 10 shoulder presses, seated or standing. Sometimes seated is actually harder because when you're standing, people try and use their legs to help the press. So if you're able to not use your legs and just do a strict press. I've got my hands by my ears, and then I'm going to engage my stomach muscles, keep them tight to protect my back, and really lift the weights. Exhale symmetrically if you can. Bring them back by your ears. Breathe out. Lovely. Slow and controlled. I want you to feel body and mind. Yeah, this is, we're exercising not just for our physical health, but our mental health as well. Anyone watching on Instagram, just join in for a few of these. Better than nothing. Yeah, if you can't even fit in the whole workout. Exercise snacking, you know, from my book is so effective. Even a minute. 4, good. And 3, I can really feel these because we've worked a lot of muscles already. These are towards the end of the session now. 2, breathe out as you push. 1, Well done. I saw you'd have to change your weight. Yep. Are you okay? Good. I'm glad you can feel it though, but don't do it when it's too heavy. Always think about correct form. I'd rather you do less than do them without good form. So do you want to stand up and do the hip circles? I'll demonstrate them seated. If you're seated or standing, try and keep your hips nice and level to the front. Yep. So we're not moving our body. We're just trying to isolate this movement. Obviously, if you're standing, you need support, balance, make sure you don't fall. If you're seated, we're moving that leg. We're still feeling it in that big ball and socket joint of our hips, and then we can change directions. Good. About 4 or 5 circles. If you're standing and balancing without any aid, one leg is taking all your weight. So you should really feel it. Over time, you can keep practicing and adding these in, yeah? Great one to do when the kettle's boiling as well. You can hold on to your kitchen counter and you can just add in some hip circles if you're working from home and you're feeling tight in the hips because you've been sitting too long. You could just add in a bit of mobility work here. 3, change directions. You've done it. 2 and 1. Amazing. There's lots more balance snacks in my book, of course, as well. We're going into our final stretch, but before we do that, should we do one last little 10 seconds blitz of boxing just to finish off as a little finisher? Ooh, that's why we use plastic bottles. So always make sure you've got safe household objects. Let's go for 10 seconds. You don't have to use any weights. Tin cans are perfect. Shall we go for it, Mummy? If you're tired, please do some deep breathing before we stretch out. Let's go for 10. Let's count down, Mummy. 9, 8, good. Punch away all your worries. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work, everyone. I can see lots of smiles on Zoom. So well done, Instagram, YouTube, Zoom. Do not go away. The most important part is the stretch to help make sure we reduce any risks of injuries, to lengthen out the muscles so they don't feel too sore. If you've used new muscles, you get muscle ache off, and also to increase our flexibility. Stretching really key. So let's take some deep breaths, and then we're going to bring one leg forward. I'd probably do it all seated. Really keep that leg straight. Try and flex your toes towards you. Already I can feel a nice stretch. Can you feel that? From the top of my leg running all the way down. I'm going to lift my arms up. Take a lovely breath in. And then exhale, reach forward either for your toes, your ankles, your shins, wherever feels good. And I want you to just deep breathe here. Try and hold on. Doesn't matter if you can't reach your toes, just try and lengthen out that leg. And deep breaths, releasing any tension. It can feel tight. So just try and breathe into it, stretching for success, as I call it. It's a form of self-care. Really lovely way to treat ourselves after you've worked so hard in today's workout. Whatever you manage to do, I am super proud of you. Other side. So if you're watching right now and you've got a minute, add a little stretch in. Your body and mind will thank you for it. Leg out long, reaching for wherever feels good for you. Relax your head, neck and shoulders. Deep breaths, lovely work. I never had any flexibility either, but now I absolutely love stretch. I feel like it's so good. Also when you tie it into your breath, just calming everything down. Deep breaths like we did at the start with our breath snack. Inhale, exhale, and then roll up the spine. Beautiful work. We have done a lot today. So either stay seated or standing. We're going to bring our hands into the middle of our back, bringing those elbows back, trying to squeeze them together. And I'm really opening out my pectoral muscles here, my chest. Really good. Again, if you just add this stretching any time of the day to open out. And then we're going to do the reverse. We're going to try and hug a tree almost. Round the back. I have got a hug a tree snack in the book, but it's an actual hugging the tree and the power of nature and the science behind all of that. But here, can you feel your vertebra? I'm trying to create that C shape, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone under. We're going to then lift the arms up, full body stretch, maybe on your tiptoes, even lift your heels if you want. Seated, engage the calves. Deep breaths here, a little bit of balance if we're standing. Bring our shoulders stretch in. We've done quite a lot of upper body too today. One arm in front, other hand above or below the elbow. Just relax the shoulder away from your ear and draw the arm in towards your body, looking over that shoulder with a little neck stretch as well. You feel that around the back? Beautiful. Just simple things we can do through the day. Anytime you're sitting too long. And the other side, anyone that's got my book, have you seen the ad break snack? It's like a 3-minute snack you can do if you're watching TV in the evenings. There's a QR code, you just take a picture of that, takes you straight to a video of the exercises as well. But that's where if we're sitting watching TV in the evening, you can add simple movements in. I really hope it helps you all. We always do a finale. It's our feel-good finish, which has its own snack in my book. So we're going to take actually, before we do that, we have to do a feel-good hug.
Show them the book.
Yeah, we can show them the book. What do you want to show them?
Yeah.
Mummy's going to do a demonstration. Do you stand up so you can see. This is
Lavina for this feel-good fix. She has worked so hard for it. Congratulations. So hard. I hope all of you got a copy. Start reading it, please.
Yes, start using it. It's not a head, it's something that I want you. Thank you, Mummy. That's very unplanned, and I'm a little bit blown away. It's been very emotional, and you'll get me going again. But it's been a very emotional week launching this book. Oh, look, I can see some of you on Zoom holding your copies. Oh, I want to take a photo at the end. Make sure when I can take a picture. If anyone's got your book, please share it with the loved ones. It is on discount on Amazon still, but it's available at all bookshops. I hope you request it at your local libraries. I want it to be in all workplaces, schools. Please share it with your loved ones. I hope you all love it. Oh, Vinu Uncle, Tarun Auntie, you've all got your books there. I'm going to take a picture of my Zoom community and share that afterwards. But thank you for your blessings. It's because of all of you that this book is out there in the world, because I have an amazing community that has supported my work and all my wildest dreams about exercise and exercise snacking. It's now in one place. I feel very emotional. So thank you, Mummy. Oh,
Please send the book review. Please send the book review.
Oh, she's my marketing manager. Please add a review on Amazon. Yes, that will be the best place for me to collate all your feedback, and it really helps actually with visibility of the book. It's still a bestseller. I can't believe it, on Amazon, on various categories. But more than anything, I just want it to help as many people as possible. Everything in it is for free. And I just hope it breaks down all the barriers we have at the moment. But there's a lot on mental health, and there's a lot on self-care, on nature, on lifestyle, work, sleep, all of that. I hope you're all enjoying it. So please write an Amazon review, right? Mummy said it correctly. Thank you for that. We will do our feel-good hug. She deserves a big feel-good hug for that. So thank you all. I feel quite emotional now. We're going to take a lovely big positive inhale. Really open your arms. I'm sending you all a huge hug. So first of all, give yourself a huge hug from me and Mummy, seated or standing. Wrap your arms around yourself. Lots of love to you all. Thank you, everyone. If you've got someone near you, some of you I can see are in couples on Zoom. Grab someone if you've got them near you. Inhale. I'm going to give Mummy a huge hug. Thank you for joining me on all of these workouts every week. She's been amazing, an inspiration to us all. And we're going to finish with my feel good finish. I hope you feel good. We're going to take a nice big positive inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, bring them down, release any tension, negativity, anything that's left, let it go. We have workouts in Gujarati that Mummy's done translations for on my YouTube. So we'll do one in Gujarati, Mummy, if you can.
અંદર શ્વાસ લ્યો, બધા સુખ વિચારો અંદર લઈ જાઓ. બારે શ્વાસ કાઢો, બધા અશુભ વિચારો બારે કાઢો.
Lovely. And one final big positive inhale. This time, capture it all. Bring your hands together at the top. Bring that positivity down to your heart center. Close your eyes for a second. Have a moment of gratitude, which is so important. The science is in my book. But I want you to say thank you to yourselves for whatever you managed to do today. Thank you for joining. It's an honor to train you. And yeah, I will talk to everyone at the end. Give yourselves a big clap. Wait for me, Zoom community. I'm going to save this on Instagram and on YouTube where everything is saved. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day and enjoy the feel good workouts. Lovely. Just saying goodbye to YouTube.